It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears, and it's coming up next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. With my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Chicago Bears, they come off a tough year at 3-14, the most losses in franchise history. What can they look to build around here in 2023?
Well, it starts with their quarterback, and you know that he is a heck of a player for them, but they've got to get better on the defensive side of the ball. Head coach, defensive background, he's trying to amass that kind of talent and become the monsters of the Midway once again.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Vikings, we know all about the skill players on offense, but they're looking to make up some ground on the defensive side of the ball this season, as they were second from the bottom in total defense a year ago.
What they want to do is find a way to be more consistent on that side of the ball and not rely on making big plays late in games in order to secure victories. They want to be able to stop people earlier. That's what they're looking to do in 2023.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Cousins looking to put it up right away. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cousins now on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw on second down. Fields flushed out right. is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And talk about built to run the football. Whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football, Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season, only Jalen Hurts had more.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Fields on first down. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. Runs over it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing again is Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings back out there. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5. Here's Cousins. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown, and you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, the return is Powell. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing, Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins now. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Giving Ngakoue credit on that play and for what he's done throughout his career. He's been on 5 teams across the last 4 seasons, but has never stopped producing. At least 8 sacks every single year, and he's still only 28 years old.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Cousins. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Joseph's got it, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but, hey, they got enough points to get the job done.